Hello everybody. Um just got another video here. I just thought I would go through some of the manuals I have, and then I've got a few new things that are pretty cool, so I'm just bored and thought I'd make a video. So here we go. I'm just gonna do some manuals that I have. So these are just random. So here is Dragon Warrior 1. And Dragon Warrior 1 came with a whole bunch of stuff. It's pretty crazy how much stuff that game came with. Here we have Dragon Warrior 4. And what else came with 4? I'm going to set these other ones up to the side. So what else came with 4? It came with 2 maps, Bestiary, and that's a lot. That's just awesome when you're a kid and you get that box and it just comes with like tons of stuff. And nowadays it's just some flimsy CD case with like some barely a piece of paper for a cover. And I guess they say, for some reason I want to say Kirby was the most megabytes in a game, but I'm pretty sure it was Dragon Warrior at 1 meg. This was the largest game that Nintendo had produced. And I've actually got to the last boss in 4. I had like 1 or 2 hits left on him, and then I left the game, and I tried to play it again. I was so lost from where I was, I didn't know how to get back to him. But I'd like to do it again because and I have it on DS. That's my favorite Dragon Warrior game. 4. It's just awesome. Jurassic Park, Super Nintendo. We all know. I remember renting this as a kid, and when I went into the 3D perspective, I was tripping out. That was the first time I kind of saw something like that Wolfenstein Doom 3D type of deal. Of course, we got Super Mario World. This and I wonder if it's right here. I don't have. This isn't even all my manuals, but this and Castlevania were the first 2 Super Nintendo games I saw when someone actually bought it and brought it home. And those are the first 2 games that I was introduced to for the Super Nintendo, and those games blew my mind then and continue to impress me. Here we have Joe and Mac. I like this game, and I remember renting it as a kid, and yeah, it's a good game. I like it. It's got some prints on the back, some dinosaur prints. Another game played a lot, Donkey Kong Country. This game is awesome. I remember playing it when I first moved out here to the state I'm in. One of my friends had it, and we would play it all the time, along with like Super Mario 64 and Killer Instinct, Super Metroid. I rented this as a kid. To say it blew my mind was an understatement. If you know, you know. Yeah. I actually just beat it for the first time a couple months ago. I sat down and actually figured it out. I think I looked for some help a couple times, but mainly the wall, jumping off the wall. I suck at that, man. That's ridiculous. To have to figure out how to. I don't know. It's ridiculous. That's the worst part of the game, is that you have to figure out how to like jump off the wall. Like it's ridiculous. But anyway, I beat it. But when I rented it, someone else had beaten it. So I think one of the first saves I picked up was at that chamber right by Mother Brain. So literally the first time I rented it, I think that was the first. I don't even know if I started at first. I think I started right at the end and beat it. So my first experience was literally going and just beating Mother Brain. So that was kind of cool, I guess. Yes and no. It would have took me 30 some years to see the ending if I waited Super Mario All Stars. I remember going to Toys R Us buying this. Was really hyped for it when I heard it was coming. Again, it was a lot harder to know when things were coming back then. But if you did have a magazine or you somehow saw promos at stores or something, you kind of could get a gist of when stuff was coming, and that game was sick. Still sick. Mario 3 is probably one of my favorite. I call it my island. Well, it's hard to say. My island game is like if I was stuck on a desert island, what game would I want to pick? I mean, I don't know if I would pick Mario 3 of all time, but I mean, it's up there. Bart's Nightmare. I remember renting this as a kid. It's just too difficult. The graphics are pretty good when I played it again as an adult. I mean, there's some pretty big sprites and stuff, and Super Nintendo's actually had some really good ability. Um, Here's another thing that came with Dragon Warrior. It's really thick and heavy. I mean, Dragon Warrior came with. I have the other stuff actually. So, came with the map there. This booklet that's all color. Dragon Warrior poster. It came with this like leveling system, like where you should be leveled for which part in the game. Then it came with strategy tips. So basically it came with all that in the box. So you got all that with the game sleeve, the styrofoam. I mean, that's quite a bit. So that's one of the reasons I want to get a sealed Dragon Warrior. They sell them all the time on eBay. I mean, for sure you can get a nice copy for $1,000 graded, like an 8.0 A seal. But that's going to run you about $1,000 for an 8.0 with an 8 seal. But you can find them a little cheaper. But Tonal Carnage, I like it. I like Super Smash TV. I even like the one on the Nintendo. It's just so funny how everything that's on the Nintendo that gets ported up to the Super Nintendo really is like a super version of the regular Nintendo game. So, hint Super Nintendo, I know, funny. Okay, but yeah, this game, it's alright. I got it fairly cheap with the manual. I try and get games. Yeah, obviously complete, but I try and like to get them at least with the manual because I do like manuals, especially for the NES. So I got a couple other things. I just have to move over to grab it because it's on the shelf here. We have, boom, Jackie Chan, Kung Fu. Hang on, so I'm gonna put you on my shirt so you don't see my room. Just give me 2 seconds here. It's so hard to grab. Okay, so we have Jackie Chan, we have the manual, and we have the game. That is a hard game to find complete, and especially with the box that is, the front's a little faded. These boxes are like notorious for fading. The front anyway, because you can see the front there, then you can see the back's more vibrant. But this game, as a kid, I always wanted. I don't know why I never got it, because I would buy games, but for some reason I never bought this one. But I would rent this game. I love this game. I always wanted it. I bought this from a pawn store like 15 years ago for like who knows what, $5-10. It's about $100 game now, 80, 90, 100. I paid 80 for this, and this was the only one that was on eBay, manual. And then I paid 130 just for the box of the Jackie Chan. And that might sound expensive, but that is, so I got this whole thing complete. We'll say 20 for the game, so 150, 230. And this acrylic will say 20. So for everything there, and they came with the original styrofoam in there. We got the Nintendo sleeve, styrofoam, game, acrylic. You can count that piece of plastic if you want. This one is in plastic too. It's a little rough, kind of. It's at least all complete, but still, again, the only manual on eBay is buying it through a sealed one of these that's on there for $3,800. So I'm not saying the manuals don't ever come up, but extremely rare, extremely rare. So I got a couple other things. Let me just set them. Don't want to bend that anymore. So I got blank Final Fantasy. So this box is, I'm just gonna kind of go over it slowly because it is so I paid $220 for this complete. So inside here is the game mint. I mean, it even came with the plastic thing that goes inside, around the game. That square plastic that has a little hole in it that goes around the game. So it came with the game, which I already had. But so the actual game's in here, and my other one's just up there, so I can play it if I want it. So this comes with inside. There's the game, Nintendo sleeve, original thin styrofoam, because you have all the stuff in there, so it has to be the thin one to be original. Comes with that. Came with both maps and the big booklet, all in mint condition, like pristine, and the box is pretty pristine. And it's in this is a different type of case. You can tell with the bottom of the case, a CGC case, so it's an expensive. The shipping is what's expensive, so it's about $40 to the door for this acrylic. But this is like graded acrylic. So that's a complete Final Fantasy. Has everything in there, mint condition, all original. With the acrylic, I paid about $250 for this, signed, sealed, right to my hand. This is about $250. So I got one more thing here. So I got Roger Rabbit. It's not sealed. It's just a CIB. Let's see here. Rev 3 screw frame Roger Rabbit. So box 7, cart 8.5, manual 5.5, overall 7.0. So I got that, but give me 2 seconds here while I grab something. Here it is. Thank you for your patience. So I already had the game, and then this manual I got is just pristine. That is not a 5 out of 5. That's more, I know they grade CIB stuff super harsh, so I mean, I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm guaranteeing that's not a 5.5. So I mean, I could have this redone, which I would not do, because why would I spend $100 just to have that turn into a 8? But it's in pretty good condition. I just love Roger Rabbit because of, no, actually because I remember buying it as a kid from one of my friends for like $5, and I loved Roger Rabbit as a kid, and I just have this memory of just like begging my dad for like $5 so I can get this game from one of my friends. See if someone has their name on it. But yeah, I just have a good memory of that. And yeah, the game, I can't play it on my Retron one. It doesn't work, but I haven't played it in a while. But yeah, the game sucks. I'm pretty sure. I guess if memory serves. But yeah, I guess that's. I got a new acrylic for my Bubble Bobble, so that's nice. It wasn't a piece of crap one. So my Bubble Bobble 2. The only thing I'm missing is the manual. I have the game and the box, and if I find a nice manual and sent it in, I kind of like CIB grading. This one could potentially get pretty high. I mean, if you haven't seen my other videos, it's just oh gosh, it's really nice. I'm just looking over here to see if there's anything else that I have gotten. I don't know if I showed this before. So I got Berserk sealed. And again, this is in a CGC case, so it's that really high quality. And this Berserk is nice. It doesn't have any stickers. Doesn't have any Um, it's got like a dent in it or whatever right there, but the seal's all intact. I mean, it's awesome. I love Berserk on Atari. I mean, it's actually really fun. So if I wanted a sealed Atari game, this is the one I wanted. I got it for 70 bucks sealed in this condition. And the case was like 40. So I mean, just pretty much like 100 bucks for this in hand. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. So, um, oh, I did get this little guy, um, oh gosh, Ludwig. I saw him at GameStop for like 10 bucks, and he's always been my favorite one when I was a kid. When I played Mario 3, he's the one, from the 7th level, the pipe level, and he was just kind of like a big sprite with that big hair, and I just loved him. And yes, of course, he's named after the um, whatever piano player guy. So I guess that's some of the new stuff that I've gotten. I'm sure there's stuff I've missed, but just wanted to make this a quick video. Oh, come on, bro. Um, why'd you do it? Alright, have a good one, guys.